We're here in Conifer, Colorado for this non-league matchup between the Valor Christian Eagles and the Conifer Lobos. Each team is playing in their opener this year. Valor Christian was a regional qualifier last year. Conifer knocked off in the district semifinal by Valor Christian. I'm Landon Troca here with Valor Sports Network. Just got done with a soccer game. A lot of fun. Valor Christian won the 3-0 against the Lobos. Now we're here for some volleyball. On the floor for your Valor Christian Eagles, number 2, Kylie McDaniel. Number 1, Samantha Baldwin. Number 16, Grace Ditzenberg. Number 14, Brooke Haskins. Number 7, Kate Gibson. And number 5, Cassidy Worth. Valor Christian lost Player of the Year, Kaylee Pierce, but they're still poised to be a very potent roster this year. Come into the season ranked number 8 in the 4A classification. Conifer on the floor for you is number 9, Nika Sketrich. Serving to start off is number 3, Brittany Langford, a 5'5 senior. Number 4, the libero, Malloy. Is on there. Number 8, Sydney Rickert. Number 6, Becca Hammond. And one more Conifer Lobo round out your squad here. We are getting ready to go, and with that, we will begin. And this serve will be played to the libero. That's number 8, Sydney Rickert. She's in for Worth. Worth is off the floor. And Conifer will get the first point. Again, we will have Langford with the serve. Langford goes for the standing serve, overhand. Set there and then they're going to bump it over. McDaniel has to bump, but it'll be bumped out. And the Lobos go up 2-0 to start off. Unfortunately, Gibson didn't get a great play on that. Tried to set the serve. Again, they're going to attack the libero. She bumps it, the set, and the spike's going to go for Gibson. She's going to go to the back line. And the Lobos bring it back over. And that'll be controlled by Haskins. Oh, Baldwin tries to put it over, and it is put right back down on her by number 6. That is Hammond. Baldwin coming in at one of the shortest players on the Valor Christian roster at 5'5", or 5'7". And that serve will go out, so Valor will get the side out here and a point. This is one area where Valor Christian looks to do well. They're going to do a lot here. And that's going to be a serve by Baldwin. Baldwin goes after the back line to bump the set, and here comes the spike. That's going to be tipped by the front line, but they're going to say they were in the net. And Coach Nielsen is having some words with the judge there, and he gets what he was looking for, so it'll be a serve again, and here comes the serve, and that'll be controlled by Haskin, bumped. The set to Baldwin, and McDaniel will spike it home, and that's going to be played towards the Conifer bench. And unfortunately, fortunately, they can't play it, so that's another point for Valor Christian. McDaniel will be back to serve. Valor had a great bump set spike there. Textbook. The Lobos coach said this year, I think we will have a lot of options this year because we have a really strong front line. It's going to be a really competitive year for us. Finished 8-14 last year, and that'll be a spike. That'll go long off Haskins. Anyways, the Lobos finished 8-14 last year, and they did pretty well in the district. And subbing in for the Lobos is number 5, and coming out is number 9. 5 was Winkler, 9 is Sketchik, and the serve will come from Winkler. Serve heads towards McDaniel. McDaniel handles it. Oh, the long set. And unfortunately, the set from Baldwin goes over to Gibson, but Gibson hits it right back into the net. And Winkler serves it over, again going after McDaniel. And McDaniel gets the serve, or the spike, Now Conifer with the opportunity, and that'll be in. Valor Christian let it through, thinking it'd be out. And Conifer is out and doing well. Valor Christian bigger than Conifer. Conifer's biggest girl is 5'8". They have a couple of those. Valor Christian, however, has Cassidy Worth, 6'2". Kate Gibson, 6'1". And Grace Ditzenberg Berger, and she's 5'11" as well. Numerous 5'10" players and 1'5'9" player in Carly McNeely. So Valor Christian does have a size advantage, and that set will go over. And here comes the spike. Oh, and it was spiked over the net by Baldwin, a mistake, but then the mistake right back there by number 8, and you can see it on her face. That's Sydney Rickert. Ditzenberger to serve. She'll go after the back line. And the spike coming from the logo. And that's a great block there by Worth. And again, another block by that big front line of Worth and Gibson. So Valor Christian will have the serve, and again, and Ditzenberger again will take the serve. This serve's going to go to Winkler, right in the middle back. And the spike here. Oh, great little touch over the net. That's Keener, a junior at 5'7". A lot of experience out of the Lobos. They only have 2 juniors on the roster out of 12. Everyone else a freshman. Serve over there by Rickert. Controlled by McDaniel. And Worth again finds the hole in the middle. 8-5 Lobos. And the serve will be taken here by Brooke Haskins. Brooke Haskins, a junior. The standing serve, good serve to Winkler. Winkler falls on it. But Rickert gets it over, controlled by Cressman. And Gibson will go long on the spike. Excuse me, that's in, so Gibson will get the point there. I believe they were saying that was a net violation on Conifer. So Haskins again. Good serve there to Winkler. And the spike, that's a bad angle for that. Cressman controls it, the libero. And Gibson again comes down the line, but that'll be out. And the libero checks out. Also coming out is Sydney Rickert. Coming into the game is Kaylee Keener. And the serve will come off the hand of Brooke Shaw, 5'8" senior. Oh, controlled by the libero there. Oh, a great second set from Baldwin. They're relying a lot of bumps from Baldwin. Real accurate with that, but she's flying all over the floor for that second hit. And Haskins finds a hole. Great dig. Again, and another dig. Oh, and then Gibson plays it into the net. Great rally there. We saw a great dig out of number 7, Brooke Shaw. And then again, we saw a great dig out of, I believe it was Cressman for Valor Christian. And Shaw will serve it. That's over. Controlled by Cressman to Baldwin. Oh, and a great block there by number 3, Langford. And there's a lot of energy in this gym here at Conifer. The students came out, and Valor Christian will take its first time out. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. And we're back. First set here. Lobos leading Valor Christian 11-6. And the serve coming from Shaw. Oh, good dig by McDaniel. And that won't get over for Valor Christian. So again, Shaw, she's on a nice little run of serves here. Valor Christian having a hard time controlling it. Right to the libero there. And that'll be pushed over by McDaniel. Oh, and the net violation on Conifer. And it'll be Valor Christian ball. Shaw comes out, libero, number 4, Malloy, back in. And now we have Gibson on the serve. Goes right to Malloy. Oh, a good hit, and that's going to slice in Keener. And Keener will go for the serve. And Winkler comes out. Good hard serve, set and then bumped. And then that's going to be hit over there by McDaniel. Oh, and the spike's going to be off two Valor Christian players, Baldwin. And then I believe it hit McDaniel. And the Lobos have come out and they're playing very well. Keener again on the serve. Over. Set there. Another set. And Worth with the spike. Oh, played there. Now Valor Christian's going to play it over. Good job of saving themselves there. Oh, and that's a bad set that Baldwin sends over. And that'll be long off the hands of Hammond. So Valor Christian gets a point there. And Ditzenberger comes back in for libero Cressman. Serve there from Worth. Oh, great job there by number 9 to find a hole. Sketchik. So she finds a hole in Valor Christian. And that'll be over right to... Oh, great job by Baldwin to just set it over. Real cool about that. One thing you're seeing a lot more out of the Conifer Lobos players and the Valor Christian is they're getting real amped up after every point. Valor Christian doesn't have the same energy. Now, if you're the Lobos, you want to come in and get some revenge for the season-ending loss last year against Valor Christian. And Gibson puts it towards the middle. She'll pop it over. Excuse me, that's Cressman who pops it over. Oh, and Cressman with the dig! And then hit off her knees over by Baldwin. Sam Baldwin's been on varsity almost her entire career, Valor Christian. And she is an excellent technical player, does a real good job of controlling the game, getting clutch and really keeping everything in check. As number 10, that's Gerlach comes out for the Lobos. And the serve coming here from Hammond. Hammond finds its way to Gibson, and McDaniel will poke it over, but a great job by number 9 to keep it alive. Number 9, that's Sketchert. Is the serve or the spike from Haskins will get high on Langford, and she won't be able to control it for a Valor Christian point. Good serve there by McDaniel. That's going to be hit there. Dug out by Cressman and finally gotten over by the Eagles. Oh, and a poor set. A poor set from Conifer will give Valor Christian a little bit of momentum here as McDaniel goes back to serve. Serve controlled by Conifer. That'll be off Valor Christian. Off the spike by Rickert. And coming back in is the libero. She's going to take the serve here. That serve goes right to McDaniel, to Cressman. Oh! And that'll be a down Valor Christian point for the Lobos. 18-11. First set. There it is. McDaniel goes down and gets it. Cressman keeps it alive. And that'll just be bumped over there. Oh, great. A net violation on Valor Christian. I believe on number 7. Yep, that's going to be on Gibson. And that'll go to Cressman. Baldwin sets up Gibson. Oh, and Gibson has her shot blocked. 20-11 for Conifer. And Conifer has come out furiously as Valor Christian takes a timeout. We'll be back on the Valor Sports Network. We're back here in Conifer. Lobos with the serve up 20-11. Valor Christian off to a poor start. Lobos came out storming. That's Malloy. Gibson. Baldwin. The spike again by Gibson. And that'll hit Langford. The point for Valor Christian. They came out of the timeout ready to go. And Worth comes in for the libero Cressman. And we have Ditzenberger. She is a sophomore for Valor Christian. And that'll go over, and the Conifer brings it back. Oh! And Conifer couldn't get it over. That's Shaw. Conifer doing a good job going against the much taller front line of Valor Christian. Oh, and a bad set by Malloy, the libero. Excuse me, a bad dig. And the Conifer couldn't do anything with it, so Valor Christian off to a three-point run to start right out of the timeout. And Ditzenberger again to Malloy. And that's hit over by Shaw and blocked by Haskins. And now a timeout right back by Conifer after a 4-point spread by Valor Christian. You're watching Valor Volleyball action on the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian, just a 4-point stretch there to make this game a little closer. Ditzenberger still with the serve. And that'll be number 8, Rickert, bringing it over for the Lobos. And that puts an end to Valor Christian's run as the libero comes back in for Ditzenberger. She did a great job serving. And now we have number 10 here for the Conifer Lobos. She serves it over to McDaniel. Oh, and the block there. Worth came in for the big spike. And the block there will be Gerlach with the serve here. She is a senior. Oh. Curve back in on Gibson. They were waiting for it to go out and then kind of caught Gibson off guard. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Regardless, Valor Christian needs to go on a 10-1 run to win this set. And that starts there with Haskins with the serve. Off 2 Conifer players off the block. And then Valor Christian gets the point. Again, we're going to have Haskins with the serve. McNeely making her first appearance of the game coming in for Haskins. And she'll take over the serving duties. She was a serving specialist last year, and she's assuming a similar role this year. McNeely serves, finds the back line. Oh, great job. Conifer's going to have to bump it over, and that's controlled by McDaniel. Oh, and a good spike there, but dug by Conifer. Oh, and back into the blocking front of Worth and Baldwin. Into that core, and that'll be a Conifer point, and it is set point for the Conifer Lobos, 24-16. That's controlled by Valor Christian. The spike goes back over. The Lobos on their third touch are just going to have to get it over. McNeely handles it. Oh, a good set there, and McNeely's going to go. Oh, and Valor Christian gets a point. It couldn't be handled by Carly Malloy, the libero. So now we'll see Gibson serving. And coming back into the game for the Lobos is Winkler. Oh, there. The serve by number 1, but it's blocked down by the Valor Christian front of McDaniel and Worth. That spike came off Keener. She's had a good game so far. One of the 2 juniors on this squad, along with Hammond. And the spike here. She tries to tap it over, but Valor Christian gets a point. That's Baldwin. Gibson again with the serve. 24-19 Lobos. And they're going to have to just slide this over. Controlled by McNeely. The spike from, the beautiful tap there by McDaniel. That was a very, very good choice there. Instead of going for the hard hit, just pokes it over. Valor Christian on another run. They have had it set point for about 4 points now, and they're staying alive. Showing a lot of fight. Gibson there. Number 3, the setter, Brittany Langford. Blocked again by Valor Christian. 24-21 Lobos. Valor on the way back. Valor comes back to win this set. That's a lot of momentum for Valor Christian and a lot of win out of the sails for Conifer. And Conifer will take a timeout. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian comes out on the serve, down 24-21. They were down 24-15 at one point, so they have scored 6 straight points. This is going to be junior Gibson. Gibson goes to the Romero Malloy to the setter Langford. And they finally finished Hammond. Regardless, Valor Christian finishes with a lot of momentum taking this into the second set. And I think the second set will go a little bit better, a little bit more Valor's way as they'll come out to a better start. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. And we're back here at Conifer High School. Valor Christian fell 25-21 in the first set, but they came back. They were down 24-15 at one point, so they did an excellent job of coming back as the libero Cressman's about to step on. Free substitutions. She steps in for Worth. And Conifer out to a great start. Hopefully Valor Christian can come out firing this set. They really did a poor job of that. That was probably what hurt them the most, was they didn't have a great start. But here we have one of the best servers in Samantha Baldwin. And just as I say that, she serves it into the net. It's okay. And again, now we'll have the Lobos serve. Langford over, controlled by Gibson. And, Haskins can't get it over. Good idea for Baldwin to serve behind her and have Haskins run around and try to get it there on the spike. Valor Christian down 2-0 already. Langford with a good jump serve. Baldwin again serves cross court to McDaniel. She can't get it over, but that's 4 touches. It's off the net, not off the Lobo player. So again, Lobos out to a great start. A really good start for the Lobos. And this is what hurt Valor Christian last time. We'll see if the Lobos keep this up. Valor Christian might find itself in a hole. Served right over by Baldwin on 2. And that was a great choice. She caught the Lobos off guard, got Valor a little momentum, got Valor side out. Now we'll see McDaniel serve for the Eagles. McDaniel goes long, goes short, only gets front line. And they try to do the same thing, but Valor Christian can control it. And they go over on the bump. And right there on the first hit, Gibson tried to spike it. And finally, the point goes Valor Christian's way. Is number 9, Skirtich couldn't get it over. And here we see a long serve from McDaniel. She mishit that a little bit. And now we'll see Cressman control that. And the spike rolls down the line of the net towards you on your camera and then falls. And now we'll see Ditzenberg serve, a sophomore for Valor Christian. Ditzenberger. And that'll be long. And the mistimed jump there by Conifer. That's Skettrick. And it'll be Valor Christian ball. Ditzenberger, long serve, controlled by Conifer. Spike here. And Baldwin couldn't control it. So the spike out of number 7, Brooke Shaw, 5'8" senior. Here comes number 4, Carly Malloy with the serve of the libero. That'll be Worth with a long wingspan there, getting it over the Conifer blockers and in the space between the first line and the second line. It's Conifer. Conifer brings in some subs. That's number 12 coming on, Deb Burnett, 5'8" senior. Haskins serving for Valor Christian. Haskins over. Right to Burnett, the new sub. And the spike there will be down. Great placement there by number 8, Rickert. And again, the Lobos with lots and lots of energy. Number 10 coming on, Gerlach. She comes in for Rickert. The Lobos have a lot more energy on their side. Maybe it's the home gym. Maybe it's the rowdy student section. But Valor Christian just doesn't have the energy that the Lobos are bringing. And a great spike there by Cassie Worth. Worth, a 6'2" front line. And again, we'll go to Kate Gibson with the serve. And they can't control that. Great serve there. Conifer, that went to number 12, Burnett, Burnett, excuse me. And this will be Valor Christian's first lead of the night. It's 7-6 early in the second set. Valor Christian down 1-0. Oh, and Valor Christian rushes over there, but they can't get there. Coach Nielsen encouraging his players. Good night of volleyball here. And the serve there. Oh, and oh, that was out off the hands of Worth. And again with the serve, we see Shaw. Shaw to Cressman, the libero. Baldwin, oh, on 2 again. That is the second time she's done an excellent job of sending it over right then, catching the Lobos off guard, and Worth comes out. And McDaniel comes back in. Oh, great spike there out of number 6, Becca Hammond. Number 1, Keener. Keener for the serve, coming into the game for the Lobos. Skirtich. And she'll go to... Oh, McDaniel will poke it over. Great series there. Gibson, Baldwin to McDaniel. Baldwin again with the serve. 9-9. Valor Christian tied with Lobos. The Lobos of Conifer as Baldwin sends it over. Now the spike here from Hammond, but that'll be long. I think they're trying to... They were saying there was a tip. Both judges initially said that it was over, but seeing the face of Nielsen, Coach Lars Nielsen of Valor Christian, he seems to agree with the call. So we'll see number 3, Langford serve. She goes at Cressman. Cressman to Baldwin. Baldwin to McDaniel, and McDaniel can't get it over. Langford again. She gets Gibson. Baldwin on the net. She'll go behind her, but the Lobos control the spike off of the hands. Oh, of Brooke Haskins. Brooke Haskins tips it back over. And then on the long up, Ditzenberger, for Valor Christian finally finishes the point. McDaniel with the serve. Oh, short serve by McDaniel. Oh, and Conifer pokes it over. Baldwin with the set. Gibson with the spike. She'll go cross court, and that's out. Conifer up 12-10 here in the second set. And coming into the game is number 8. That's Rickert, and she's having a great game. A lot of energy out of her so far. Coming out is Gerlach. And the serve there, just standing. Oh, Valor Christian controls it off a great dig, but unfortunately the bump couldn't get it over off Gibson. That was a great dig on her own side there by Baldwin to keep it alive after it was misplayed a little bit by Cressman. Oh, and that serve won't be over. So Valor Christian gets the side out. Worth comes back on for the libero. Cressman. She goes to talk to Coach Nielsen. Ditzenberger here. Good serve, finds the back line. Conifer, long set there, but Valor Christian with a great block. Again. Oh, now that's number 7. Shaw, and finally played back over by number 7 for Valor Christian. And finally, again, long by Shaw. Ditzenberger keeping the serve. Has a chance to tie it up for Valor Christian. The spike there by Hammond, controlled by Baldwin, but back onto the Lobos side. There's a bit of confusion there. They didn't know who was going to play it, and then it was misplayed off Hammond. And 13-13, we're all tied up here in Conifer as Conifer takes a timeout. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian with the serve. Ditzenberg, they're on a run. Has a chance to take the second lead of the night. And, a bad set there. Bad set for Conifer. Valor Christian goes up 14-13. Ditzenberg continues to serve. Libero with the serve. Great spike there off Worth. The Lobos control it. Oh, good block. Oh, a great great dig, excuse me. Good rally here mounting. The block. The front line block between Worth and Haskins couldn't get it done, and it deflects off them and goes to the Lobo point. Serve controlled by McDaniel. Oh, and that'll be set over by Baldwin. And Baldwin lets it go out, I believe. Yes, that's a Valor Christian point. And it'll go for the serve here by Brooke Haskins. Coach Nielsen talking to his players. Conifer makes a quick substitution, 15-15. The spike off the block. And now Valor Christian will just send it over. Good dig from McDaniel, but she can't control it. And it's out. The Conifer Lobos take a 16-15 lead as they'll send number 10, Gerlach, back to serve. Goes straight at Cressman. Cressman to Baldwin to Worth. And she'll spike it home. Gibson with the serve. Oh, and the miss. The poor set there. So that's misplayed by Conifer. Couldn't get it over in 3 off a poor set, so Valor Christian retakes the lead. Oh, McDaniel with a great diving dig, and that's sent over by Gibson. Oh, and a great block from Worth. And Baldwin for Valor Christian. So Valor Christian on a run here, 18-16. And we'll see the serve from Gibson again. Worth, McDaniel, and Baldwin on the front line. Worth in the middle. They tap it over to Cressman, to Baldwin. She'll go to McDaniel. Oh, McDaniel tries to slice it in, but she couldn't get it over. The serve there from number 7, Shaw, to Gibson. Poked over in 2. Oh, kept in by Cressman to Baldwin. Oh, and the spike out of Worth. She's been great with that all night. Right to the chest of number 7, Shaw, and she couldn't control it. And she'll come out for a breather. And we'll see Ditzenberger. Cressman here to serve, 19-17 Valor Christian. She goes to the back line. And now we'll see the spike out of Keener to Gibson. Again to Baldwin. And to McDaniel. And Valor Christian with the point up 20-19. They've been relying heavily on Baldwin for those second sets. She's been doing a great job all night. Cressman with the serve. The spike comes out of Hammond. Cressman controls it with a set. Bump. Oh, and that can't be controlled. Off the judge. Off the judge. Now the serve we'll see from Keener for the Lobos. Keener goes to, I believe Gibson took it. Her and Cressman both went for it off the block, but it's controlled again by McDaniel, and she'll send it over. And here we're going to see a, Valor Christian come in for this and tip it over. I believe that's off McDaniel. And we'll see the serve from Baldwin. Oh, a great spike there. Great spike there from Conifer. Couldn't be controlled by Gibson. Valor Christian up 21-18. Side out. Serve goes back to Conifer. Number 3, Langford with the serve. She sends it over. Gibson. Baldwin. Haskins. But a net violation on the Lobos. So that'll give Valor Christian the point and the 3-point lead. 22-19 as Valor Christian looks to pursue its second set and tie up the sets at 2 apiece. And that'll be a timeout from Conifer. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian taking on the Conifer Lobos. Valor Christian up 22-19. Late in the second set. And that'll be over. The serve comes from Valor Christian's. The serve came from Valor Christian McDaniel, and McDaniel pushed this over for the Eagles. Conifer comes back. Oh, she tried to slice it down the line. But controlled by Valor Christian. Gibson sends this over. The block of Conifer, and on the third touch, they just bump it over. And here we have a just hit over, poked over there by Gibson. Hammond comes in for the Lobos, but Valor Christian controls it. Sent back over by Gibson from Valor Christian. And finally, the block off of Valor Christian sends it out of bounds, and the Lobos win a point after a very long rally. Great volleyball there. Serve here will come from Hammond. She sends it over, controlled by McDaniel to Baldwin. Oh, and poked over, but Conifer was waiting for it. And they'll poke it over, and no one home for Valor Christian. Hammond again with the serve to tie it up at 22. Valor Christian's Gibson spikes it home. Hammond couldn't get there. Valor Christian side out, 23-21, and Cressman comes out and will send Worth back into the game. Ditzenberger for Valor Christian to serve. Ditzenberger sends it over. Oh, and that's a poor set there from number 7, Shaw. Set point for Valor Christian. Ditzenberger serve. Shaw. And they're going to have to bump this over. Controlled by Haskins to Baldwin. Chance here. McDaniel. She sends it back to Langford. Oh, there Ditzenberger. Oh, and over on 2 for the match from Baldwin. Valor Christian takes the second match 25-21. One set apiece here in Conifer. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian 1 set, Conifer 1 set, both by the set of 25-21, so real even so far. Valor Christian has yet to come out strong, so if they do that here, they're going to have a great chance to take this set and put Conifer on the defensive. Conifer, you just want to come out strong as you have been, and try to hold on, keep it going. And I believe it'll be Conifer's serve to start. Libero comes in for Valor Christian. Libero's going to come in for Conifer. Valor Christian has seen great play, especially out of Baldwin. She's done an excellent job being the second hit consistently. Somebody bumps it, she'll get the set to set up a spike, and they've done that well. So we should be all ready to go soon. And we'll see the serve come over here from Langenford. Gibson, Baldwin, back to Gibson. Oh, and she'll find a hole in the defense of the Lobos. So Valor Christian takes the first point of this set. First time they've done that tonight. And Worth comes out of the game for Ditzenberg, and Cressman will stay in, and Cressman will serve. Oh, strong hit there, but that'll be long for number 8, Sydney Rickert. 2-0 Valor Christian. Cressman again with the serve. Coach Nielsen giving the server's direction behind his clipboard, but unfortunately, that serve will find the net, so we'll see a serve from Hammond here. Hammond to Cressman. Baldwin. Oh, and Ditzinger gets the block. Good hit, and that's in for Kylie McDaniel. Baldwin with a jump serve. Finds the middle of the court. And the spike will go way long off Gerlach. Good serve by Baldwin. Oh, and a great block by McDaniel. McDaniel did a great job of knocking that down. Another good serve from Baldwin to Gerlach. Langford. Valor Christian controls it, and Gibson into the net for the Eagles. Valor Christian up 5-2 at the start of this set. Number 7, Shaw, coming on, as well as the libero, Malloy. Malloy finds McDaniel. Good bump. Oh, and Haskins with the serve. Baldwin doing a great job consistently still as that's hit out. And then they're going to say it's off of Valor Christian blocker. They went up for the block, and it tipped over, so that'll be another point for the Lobos as Malloy again goes over, finds Gibson. McDaniel with the spike, and Langford can't handle it. Baldwin is doing a fantastic job, really stepping up, doing a great job as a senior with those sets. One of the smaller players on Valor Christian's side, her and the libero Cressman. Baldwin was used as a libero too at times last year as McDaniel over. Oh, and that will be mishit there by Rickert. Couldn't get all of it, so that goes into the net, and Valor Christian doing what they needed to do this set to come out to a hot start. They're up 7-3 with the serve. And that'll be hit there, but blocked down on Valor Christian's side. That's off of Burke Haskins. Serve there by number 12. That's Burnett, excuse me. And a real hard serve, but that was controlled by Burnett. Or a real hard spike, excuse me. Now Baldwin sets up. Oh, and a great spike. Baldwin set up Gibson perfectly, and that'll go off the blocker's hands and down for Valor Christian. Valor Christian up 8-4. And serve will go to Ditzenberger with Valor Christian. Valor is in white, Conifer in black. With the exclusion of the liberos. Conifer's liberos in white. Oh, and a great cross-course spike there from number 14, Brooke Haskins. The libero for Valor Christian, who I was saying is wearing blue. That's Cressman. And we'll go to a break. Valor up 9-4 on the Valor Christian or the Valor Sports Network. We're back on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian up 9-5 with the serve. Timeout just taken by the Lobos. In Game 3, volleyball best of 5. Both teams have won so far. And the spike there from Shaw will go off Brooke Haskins of Valor Christian. Cressman comes into the game. Ditzenberger off. The serve here from Gerlach. She's the Lobos serving specialist, similar to McNeely for Valor Christian. And that goes over. Oh, and McDaniel with a good hit off the block. Oh, and a great block there by Worth. Brooke Haskins with the serve. She goes to Burnett. Langford. Hammond. And the block again from Worth. And Gerlach will come off. Shaw will come on. Haskins again with the serve. Oh, over the block, but Baldwin's there to control it. Set by Haskins, spike by Gibson. And Valor Christian with the point. Haskins again with the serve. Oh, and Haskins into the net. Here we'll see a serve from Keener. Keener goes to McDaniel. Again, the set by... Oh, set by Baldwin, spiked by Worth. Baldwin and Worth both having real good matches here. Good serve by Gibson to libero Malloy. Towards the Conifer bench. And Keener tried to save it, but couldn't. Valor Christian gets a point. And again, we'll see Gibson with the serve. She goes short. Right over, and McDaniel gets blocked, but she'll get the ball back. McDaniel over. Oh, and a hard hit there, but controlled by Gibson on the back line. And the point there for Conifer. Conifer did a good job finding holes, sticking with that rally. That goes over to Gibson. Baldwin, Worth pokes it over, but controlled by Hammond. Hammond now with the spike. Valor Christian controls it. McDaniel pokes it. Oh, and over there by Rickert. And off the block from the Lobos. And Valor Christian up 15-7. We'll see Cressman with the serve here. Oh, and that's an ace for Cressman. A little bit of communication issues there from the libero and number 8, Rickert. Cressman over. That's Burnett. Oh, and poked over, but slapped right back by Ditzenberger. Oh, Hammond and Baldwin's there. Now it's controlled. Controlled by Gibson, and the spike finally comes to Ditzenberger. But a good dig there for Conifer. And back over. That's off Baldwin and out. Side out there for the Conifer Lobos. And some confusion here between the judges. They're sorting it out there, and now they'll bring it over. The serve here will come from number 6, Hammond. Oh, and Baldwin with the second shot over. And that is the third or fourth time she's done that successfully tonight. And Valor Christian is starting to run away with this set. Up 9, 17-8. And the serve from Baldwin. Oh, over. And here comes the spike from the Lobos. That'll be long from Shaw, and Valor Christian up 10, 18-8. Coming in is Rickert. She'll come in for Burnett. Conifer fans doing what they can to rally their team. Oh, Ditzenberger couldn't quite get the block. And that'll float over and down. And coming in to serve is Malloy, the libero. Over, Gibson, Baldwin. Oh, and a very poorly timed jump out of Ditzenberger. There's Gibson. Baldwin. McDaniels. Long. Lobos on a bit of a run here. 3 points in a row. Malloy serves again. She got to go serve short, but Valor Christian handles it and is put over on the third. And put over there by Keener. Now the set from Haskins across to McDaniel. Oh, and that will be off Valor Christian, or a tip on Valor Christian. And that'll be the 4th point in a row for the Lobos. McDaniel. Oh, bad bump. And the Lobos are on a roll here. It's 5 in a row, and that'll be a timeout from Valor Christian. Valor Christian up 18-13 in the third set. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back in Conifer for the non-league 4A volleyball matchup between the 8th-ranked Valor Christian Eagles and the Conifer Lobos. And that serve will be errant from Malloy, and Winkler comes back into the game. McDaniel over, Winkler, and the spike from Shaw, and that'll be successful. We'll see Burnett, or excuse me, that's Rickert. Serve here. Cressman. Baldwin. Oh, and poked over by Ditzenberger. Oh, and that tap down there by Gibson. And that's the point to Valor Christian. It'll be a serve here by Ditzenberger. Winkler out. Oh, the block there, and spiked over by Worth. And another block here, and that'll get through the block for number 7. That's Shaw. Valor Christian still leads 20-15. Brooke Shaw with the serve. Over, controlled. Oh, and that's over, but controlled. Good dig there by Ricketts. And now Hammond with the spike. And Haskins, and that'll be over for Cressman. She tries to find a soft spot in the defense, and she does. It was initially dug, but nothing could be done with that ball, so Valor Christian gets the point. Gibson has been in the entire game along with Baldwin, or entire match, excuse me, and I believe McDaniel has as well. Oh, that goes over, and the dig can't be completed. We see another serve here for Haskins. Haskin over. And here comes the spike from Hammonds of Conifer, but that is well long. Hard hit, but didn't get enough downward angle. So Valor Christian, 7-point lead here. And the serve will come in this is Bradbury, a junior, first appearance of the night. She'll take the serve. But first, we'll have a timeout taken by, I believe Conifer. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian up 8 in the third set. One game each between the Lobos of Conifer and your Valor Christian Eagles. Valor has the serve. Katie Bradbury in. She's a serving specialist for Valor Christian. Serves left-handed. Oh, and that'll go to Bradbury. And now a long run for McDaniel, and she can't get there. Lobos with the point, and Malloy will come in. Serve to be taken by Keener. Oh, and a good spike there from Worth, but it's controlled by Keener. Hammond, well long. So Valor Christian has game point. And to serve, we have number 7, Gibson. Gibson serves. Hammond. Langford. Or that's Hammond, excuse me. Number 8 is Rickert. Oh, and the serve from McDaniel, and that is in on the tip regardless. That is game for Valor Christian. Valor Christian goes up 2-1. You are watching the Valor Sports Network. This is Landon Troker with VSN back in Conifer, Colorado, for this matchup between the Valor Christian Eagles and the Conifer Lobos. Valor Christians won 2 sets, going on a third, going on the win this, and they win. You know, the Lobos, they won the first set. Valor Christians won 2 in a row. You know, Conifer want to come out to a hot start again. That's what they did in the first 2 sets, and it paid off for them. Want to get Valor Christian on their heels, and we'll have Sam Baldwin to serve for the Valor Christian Eagles to start. Valor on the near side of your screen. Oh, and the spike there is blocked by Ditzenberger. Oh, and they'll poke it over, and Baldwin digs it. Oh, and the hit by the attempt to get it over there by Haskins was into the net. So first point of the fourth set goes to the Lobos. And they'll get it over to... Oh, and again, Baldwin on 2. That is the 5th time she's done that. And then it has worked every time. It is real sneaky. It's just keeps working. It keeps catching Conifer off guard. They got to start starting to get frustrated with that. And McDaniels can't get it over. Serve here. McDaniel handles it. And that'll be a opportunity for Gibson to get it over. She can't. Haskins. Baldwin. Ditzenberger, and she taps it over. Worth comes on for the libero, Cressman. Ditzenberger to serve. Oh, and that's short. That's something Valor Christian is now off to a poor start with, is they're serving in the second set, or excuse me, fourth set. Malloy over. Good dig by McDaniel, but Worth can't get it. So Conifer is starting to get on a roll here, starting to catch some momentum. Again to McDaniel. And that'll be a set by Baldwin. Over to Gibson, and Gibson slams it cross-court home. Now we'll have Haskins to serve. Haskins over. Malloy. Oh, and the bump. The bump there by Langenford couldn't get over. And Valor Christian ties us up at 4-4. Valor Christian sends it over. That's Haskins. Malloy. Langford. And Hammond from Conifer slams that home, and checking in is Gerlach, the serving specialist. She'll come in for number 8, Rickert. Gerlach with the serve. She goes after Cressman. Cressman to Baldwin. She's going to go to, she goes to Gibson, but Gibson can't convert. Oh, and then Worth comes in, and she'll tap it over, and then Conifer can't get it back over, so Valor Christian sides out. Ball here for Gibson. Gibson on the serve. Gibson over. Gibson finds Hammond. Langford. Shaw, and the block by Worth and Baldwin. That's Gibson serving over Malloy. Langford. Shaw, and again the block by Baldwin and Worth. Worth with a good dig there. Now over here for Gibson. Finds Malloy. And she'll try to get it over, but she finds the net. Valor Christian up 7-5. McDaniel is a sophomore for the Valor Christian Eagles, so she has a bright future. She played significantly last year as a freshman. Oh, and another ace there for Gibson. A little communication there between Malloy and number 10, Gerlach. Didn't know who was going to go for it. No one did. And the ace from Gibson. Gibson goes over. Goes after the libero again. Oh. Controlled there by Cressman. Baldwin. Good long set. McDaniel down the line. Valor Christian 9-5. Timeout taken by Conifer. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian with the serve, up 9-5 over the Lobos of Conifer. Valor Christian lost the first set, has won the last two, and Gibson over. Gibson to Hammond, Langford, Shaw. Oh, excuse me, that's Keener, and they get the point. Gibson couldn't handle it. Have Shaw here with the serve for the Lobos. Jump serve over, and that is out. Coming back in is Ditzenberger. Now we'll have Worth serve. I think this is either the first or second time she's served in this entire match. Good serve there. Finds the back line. Oh, and then that's handled by Gibson. Haskins over to the libero Malloy. Langford. Hammond. The block is unsuccessful for Valor Christian, but they control it. And Gibson there knocks down Malloy, but now it'll be hit back over by Hammond. Oh, and Valor Christian can't get there. Great rally. Lobos get the point. Serve here coming from Keener. Keener to Gibson. And Gibson gets the set back from the... oh, great poke. Great poke. Gibson got the set back from Baldwin, who consistently is in that setter role. But the Lobos ultimately get the point. That goes, oh, long serve there from Keener, and that's out. Baldwin with the serve. Malloy, Langford, Hammond. And that's controlled by Gibson. Oh, and a great poke over down the line, but great dig there by Conifer. Ditzenberger with a hard hit off the block. Spins toward the near line, and that is in for a Valor Christian point. Baldwin here. Oh, the spike by Hammond off the block, and that's in. Gibson couldn't get there. Langford with the jump serve. Short. Valor Christian with the point in the serve. See McDaniel here with the serve. And that hit will be Hammond, and that'll be in for the Lobos. And coming onto the floor is number 7, Shaw, as Malloy goes off. Long serve there, and that's out. That's 2 in a row for the Lobos. And Worth comes on. Ditzenberger. And that'll be out. Tried to slice it down the line. Shaw did. And it'll be unsuccessful. So Valor Christian with the point. And a 5-point lead. And Valor Christian has their top front line up there right now in Worth, Gibson, and Haskins. And speaking of Haskins, she pokes that over. Oh, and a great block there by Worth and Haskins. And again, they go for it, but now they'll poke it over. Great move there by the Conifer Lobos. I believe that was number 6, Hammond. Or, excuse me, that's 9. That's Skirtich, and that'll go to McDaniel. He'll bring it up and try to get it. Oh, the block, and then the bump off the block for Valor Christian. It was errant. So now the Lobos putting something together. They find McDaniel. Oh, and Haskins with a good slice back across the floor off of the set from always accurate Sam Baldwin. But unfortunately, the Lobos were there. Oh, and again, they poke it over on two. That's Baldwin. Haskins with the serve, 16-13 Valor Christian. 11 points from winning this match. Haskins over, finds Malloy. Oh, and a great block. A great block there by Gibson off the spike from Shaw, and Valor Christian gets a point. Haskins over. Hammond. Keener. Oh, a great dig there by Gibson of Valor Christian, and said she went over the midline. (17-14) serve coming from Gerlach. Controlled there by McDaniel. Set, spike! And Gibson pounds that home. Got a lot of that. And Gibson here with the serve. Oh, Conifer tries to poke it over and work as she can to get down and get it, but unfortunately she's unsuccessful. Shaw with the serve, and now we'll have a substitution. Winkler coming in. Shaw over short to Worth, and that'll be a long set across to McDaniel. McDaniel pounds it home. Baldwin has been great with the setting. And Cressman comes off. Here we see Worth. Worth long and over. Oh, Keener gets it off the block. And now we'll have McDaniel put it over for Valor Christian, but that'll be out. It's on the official side of that stick coming up from the net. Crossed over the net on that side, so that's out. Keener with the serve. Gibson. Baldwin over on two. Oh, and Conifer scrambled, but they got it that time. Baldwin with the block. Again. Oh, and that's over on the set for then controlled by Cressman to Baldwin. Oh, and that's way long for Gibson. She wanted that one. And now it's 19-17. The Lobos coming back. Over there, controlled by Gibson. Set. Spike. Oh, they're running that. Haskins gets it up. And then it's over by Ditzenberger. Back over by Hammond for Conifer. Baldwin over. Oh, and it's spiked down. Tapped down right there by number 2, McDaniel of the Valor Christian Eagles. Baldwin here, and that'll be a timeout by the Conifer Lobos. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back here on the Valor Sports Network. Baldwin to serve for your Eagles. Valor Christian up 2-1 over the Conifer Lobos. Jump serve. Lobos over. Hammond. Oh, and right back at her by Ditzenberg. And McDaniel. That's off the ceiling, but they play it. And that is, I believe, into the net there by the Lobos. Valor Christian 4 points away from their first win of the season. Baldwin. Over for Gibson. Oh, and they try to block it at the front there, Sketcher. But now over, and that'll be controlled by Cressman, and that'll be a Lobo point. So the Lobos now within 3. Langford with the jump serve. Gibson, Baldwin, Ditzenberger. Oh, and they try to get it, but Baldwin's there. Back over by McDaniel. Langford with the set. And that'll be a spike from Hammond. And now McDaniel pokes it over. Langford over. Cressman, Baldwin, Ditzenberger. Great rally here. And finally put away there off of Haskins. Hammond with the shot. Haskins of Valor Christian tips it out. (21-19) jump serve. Controlled. Oh, poor set, but dug out of the net by Baldwin. Did a great job there. And now that's going to be a little long, but control there. Oh, Sam Baldwin went for the second over. And the second hit, a bump from the Conifer Lobos, couldn't be controlled. Played long and out, so Valor Christian gets the point and the side out. McDaniel adjusting her knee brace. Valor Christian 3 points away. McDaniel over. And the spike's going to come from Hammond. And walking away from the net is Gibson after the successful block. Valor Christian 23, Conifer Lobos 19. McDaniel over. Oh, and Rickert. Baldwin up, and that'll be sent over by McDaniel. Keener controls it. Langford long across, and might have been out, but Gibson was there, and that'll be out off the surface. Strong hit from Gibson. So 23-20. Over there, controlled by McDaniel. Set by Baldwin. Back to McDaniel. McDaniel mishits it poorly into the net. Lobos 21, Valor Christian 23. And that's a timeout taken by Coach Nielsen. You're watching the Valor Sports Network. We're back on the Valor Sports Network. Valor Christian 23, Conifer Lobos 21 in the fourth set. Valor Christian leading 2-1. The serve coming here from Hammond. Oh, and a poor hit by McDaniel, and she knew it. It caught her high. And now the Lobos are with 1 point of tying this game. McNeely comes in, and McDaniel comes out. Over. Controlled by Cressman. Baldwin. Oh, Gibson pokes it over. Over again. Cressman. Baldwin. Gibson. And she slams right off the wall. And Valor Christian has match point here. (24-22) Valor Christian. Libero Cressman with the serve. Goes at Hammond. Hammond. Langford. Ricketts. Off Gibson. Oh, it's kept alive by Gibson. What a play, or what a dig. Oh, and then a spike. The spike to end it from Cassidy. Off a crazy, an absolutely crazy finish. A wonderful dig by Valor Christian. And Valor Christian takes this 3-1. Until next time, have a fun and safe night. You're watching the Valor Sports Network.